Through the years, certain artists thrust themselves into the center stage of hip-hop by combining the likes of both rhyme techniques and singing, giving themselves a broader appeal than the average rapper, which has resulted in some of the highest selling albums in rap history. From the catchy verses and hooks of Tupac, to the seamless R&B melodies of Ja Rule, to even the gangster melodies of 50 Cent. And not leaving out maybe the biggest artist from this mold, Drake. There was one hailing from Harlem that was next to take the throne, that went by the name of Max B.
He had a chance to be biggest Drake right now.
What was looking to be a sure shot at superstardom would end up becoming a tale of bad deals, backstabbing, overwhelmed by a list of bad decisions.
Jim cannot come around here. I swear to God, if I take you around Harlem right now, anywhere you want to go in Harlem with this camera.
Jim kept using them for his albums instead of putting them out.
Police were called to the Holiday Inn on Route 4. A man was shot to death. It's a tale of money laundering.
That would end up short-tailing the career of a rapper with one of the most unorthodox styles to date.
Obviously, it's Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa always says that, like, if he didn't have your mixtapes or he didn't have your music, he wouldn't be who he is.
A lot of these artists right now that are singing and being very melodic, a lot of that came from that boy's whole catalog from what he did.
A journey with scenes that would include some of the most classic interviews drowned in some of the most intriguing aura to date.
She loves me, she loves me not. 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 If them other niggas come through here, I'm not even saying their name, because I don't want to get them wavy.
Quickly coming to a halt after a botched robbery would set off a plethora of events that would ultimately halt the momentum of a wave unseen before in hip-hop.
Certain shit I don't listen to, like niggas like Max B.
So explain to everyone how you go from 75 to 12.
This is the story of Harlem's own Max B. Charlie Wingate hailed from the Abraham Lincoln housing projects in Harlem, New York. It was his Harlem upbringing that would bring him around the likes of Cameron at an early age.
Then he got Max B. Now Max B, and Jim's right, he's the one who put Max B on. Max B is from my building.
Early on, Wingate would hone his singing skills being a member of the Boys Choir of Harlem. Being raised by his grandmother, due to the fact that his mother, Sharon Wingate, would have an ongoing problem fighting a crack addiction, to the point she would serve a 1-year sentence in prison. This dark background, along with the influence from the street Wingate would obtain, would result in him getting 8 years on a robbery charge.
He wasn't Max B, his name was Charlie Rambo.
Being released in 2005 is when Wingate would begin his transformation into the artist we know as Max B. The letter B comes from the name Biggaveli, which combines the names of Tupac, aka Machiavelli, Jigga, and Biggie Smalls.
You rap now, Max? I mean, Charlie, he like, yeah, my name is Biggaveli. I said, Biggaveli? He said, I'm Biggie and Tupac mixed in one.
This would be Max B's iconic interpretation of his style, which he claims is lyrics of Biggie with the sing-song style of Machiavelli. All of this would become what we all know now as the wave.
Everything y'all niggas do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything y'all niggas go across the street that way, I'm going up. Holla at your boy. I do other things, man. I don't do what y'all niggas do. I don't do what niggas do. I don't watch money. I don't care. I just do what I do. That shit. I'm packing big in one, man. I'm back in the resurrection. Nigga, I know niggas about to get spanked.
The wave would not only include Max's unique cadence, but also his aura, his wordplay, and fashion. Along with that, multiple personas created for different vibes. The Silver Surfer, Wavy Crockett, Boss Don, Biggaveli. Not to mention his raspy but versatile melodic delivery would highlight his features amongst every track he appeared, changing the careers for not only himself, but others as well. Down the line, this may have gotten him unwanted enemies rather than welcoming friends. He would shine bright during the DVD era with interviews that will produce some of the most memorable moments to this day.
It's your boy Max Biggaveli. We here live in 40th, you know what I mean? ByrdGang. Shout out to Sub-Zero DVD, cause I'm real cold. I'm so cold. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me,
The first appearance of the Wave would appear on Jim Jones' sophomore album on a track called G's Up. But where he would start to gain the attention of the tri-state area is when he appeared on Cameron's underrated Jay-Z diss, You Gotta Love It.
This is 40, nigga, we from the slum. Dipset, pushing 40, nigga, you not the one.
The mixtape market will be wide open for Biggaveli after this, being his style was fresh for the New York scene, which was starting to decline in hip-hop royalty after the ringtone era started to push rap away from the gritty street swag that ruled hip-hop for so long. The Silver Surfer would fit perfectly joining Jim Jones' members of the ByrdGang, which was primarily Jim Jones, Stack Bundles, and Max B. Before we go too far in this video, please do me one small favor and apply pressure to that subscribe button. Yes, apply pressure to that subscribe button. Both Stack Bundles and Max would help catapult the career of Jim Jones, who would begin his post-Diplomats career attempting to emulate Cam's moves of building his own label, finding talent, and forming a group. The problem is, Jim Jones did not have the pen that Cam had, nor the ability to write hits. Max B would change that.
That's when Biggaveli stepped in.
Writing several tracks on Jim Jones' album, Hustler's Poem. Though a professional career for Wingate was developing, this would not be the end of his problems, but rather the beginning, which we'll get to later. Max also wrote a song for Diddy that was supposed to appear on Notorious B.I.G.'s duet album, but the track failed to make the final cut. Max B's biggest hit he penned to this date would be We Fly High from Jim Jones. This track will become a part of a list of problems that would transpire between Jim Jones and Max B over what Max would call a horrible deal he got from Jones, who was more hit to the industry than Max, who had spent several years in prison. But what was to happen next would be a set of events that would change Charlie's life permanently.
She forgot to take the biscuit, so tell her it's a fucking bro, give me her income tax. I push out the nickel stacks, I pull out the nickel back. Niggas just love my style, I'm a beast just with this rapping shit. We going up and clapping quick.
This came at a point where Jim Jones and MOB members of ByrdGang were in fact making waves in the mixtape market. Jim, having two of the best up-and-comers in the game with Stack Bundles and Max, had the opportunity to build an empire with such talent, but instead chose to use the two for his benefit more so. Stack Bundles was almost as hot as Max B, but would give up the ghost after jealousy caught up to his street fame, being set up in his own neighborhood in Queens after showing so much promise.
I couldn't even get pictures of him on stage because he had so many dudes behind him. It was like, it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I get the support of the hood because I'm the only thing we got. Please don't get it confused. Like, y'all know where to come see me at. You might not be able to see me, but you can see me. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm flossing and they asking why. This little bastard fly. Without leaving Queens, I'm getting in 19.5. Do the math, I do a half in balls, a half a day. Ball out with half and then I stash the other half away. I rap now, dog, I'm trying to put my past away.
Shortly after Stack Bundles passed, MOB would break apart, stemming from a beef that would almost define Max B's short career. The trouble first ensued when Max got locked up on a charge and Jim Jones refused to post bond.
Police were called to the Holiday Inn on Route 4. A man was shot to death. It's a tale of money laundering.
Biggaveli's life would change on September 26, 2007, when he would be arrested for a slew of charges, including murder, when a stripper he was dating, Gina Conway, confessed to the feds that Charlie Wingate orchestrated a botched robbery of Alan Plowden and David Taylor.
Now, this case involves two separate groups of people, each with their eye on $30,000. In the end, the first group beat the second group to the punch.
The two reportedly had thousands of dirty dollars they planned on laundering stashed in a Holiday Inn.
It all began the morning of September 22nd at the Fort Lee Holiday Inn. Police are called there after a man is shot to death. The victim, David Taylor from Florida, was staying in room 227. His friend Anthony Plowden is in room 408.
We do know that they carried a lot of cash. They flashed a lot of cash. They did live the high life coming up here to New Jersey.
When Gina showed up for the money allegedly requested by Charlie Wingate, Taylor was killed after claiming the money was moved and no longer present in the room. During an initial investigation of the crime, Max B was not considered a suspect until Gina Conway claimed the entire incident was planned by Max, mostly hinged on the fact that Gina was seeing Max and Plowden.
It began when this woman, Gina Marie Conway, a prostitute who'd been with Plowden, told her boyfriend Charlie Wingate, aka Max B, a rapper, about the men's money. Then Wingate reaches out to this man, Calvin Leardom.
Right when Max B would be arrested and indicted, Jim Jones would release We Fly High, a track reportedly penned by Max, which would peak at number 5 on the Billboard chart, becoming Jones' most successful single to date. Meanwhile, Wingate would be locked in jail with over $1 million bail. Jones would refuse to post the bond for Max. This is until Max would agree for a $90,000 deal to give Jim all the rights to his publishing, a task Jones would later tell Funkmaster Flex he sold his soul, the stupidest move I ever seen in my life. Max would later realize this costly mistake and demand more money after learning that Jim finessed his Ballin track into a full deal with Columbia Records.
Like, I don't want to be in a group. There's no group. There's no such thing as a group.
Everybody, you think egos will always get in the way?
Egos always get in the way. No, it's not my ego. It's the lead singer. Because, you know what I'm saying? The talent is the talent. You let the talent blossom. When you try to over supersede the talent, that's when it becomes a problem. Everyone in the world knows I'm the talent.
The behind-the-scenes friction would come to a boiling point when Max began airing out Jim Jones' tactics during DVD interviews.
Music.
Okay.
I wrote 10 albums for that. He got them in his drive already. I don't owe nothing. He got all his songs already. How you think he got so hot? Came out with all them tapes. I did that. I put them hooks together.
One also included a fight between Jim Jones, Cameron being chased out of Rutgers Park by Little C's and Junior Mafia.
But why did Jim get mad at y'all platform then? I remember that.
Because I think that the Rucker, we had showed some footage.
The Rucker,
when he had got into
Junior Mafia.
Yeah. But you know, we were just showing, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened in the hood, that like banned from TV, like whatever. Right. So I guess that's when.
Nah, hold on. I think I remember that. Was somebody narrating at the same time?
Lil C's.
Is out there talking that shit. You got any dirt out there on you? Make sure it's in your pocket. Make sure it's with you every day. That's my boy D-Rock right there is locked up.
You know what? That was when Rock, when Cam ran that way, that's when Rock caught him.
Walking with that white shirt on right there. Look, my boy Gunna chased me. That's the other nigga locked up for that shit. Look, he chasing Jimmy.
I think that Max and Jim had their thing going on about some paperwork. Jim had him signed, and Max was trying to do his thing. And I guess Jim had spent money on Max, built him out and gave him a bunch of money. And instead of Max just, you know what I'm saying, like keeping it out of the DVDs.
Out of the public eye.
Max just felt like Jim wasn't trying to let him out, so he just went on, you know what I mean, started dissing him. And
every nigga on ByrdGang, the fake Jay-Z, the Gargamel, all them whack ass is over there. I'm Biggaveli. That's Breach the man.
What made you finally say something about certain situations?
About what situation?
About, well, you know, a lot of people took the perception as you were talking about Max on that record.
Why would they do that?
Because you said at the end, I shouldn't have bailed your bum ass out of jail.
Like, you know, it always hurts when somebody bites the hand that feed them, but.
So could that situation be reconciled with you and him?
No.
So, and a lot of people want to know for future references, what line do a cross that make you never f with them again? What line is that
Just when you integrity, you a bum ass nigga. Like.
When two factions from the same part of town have a dispute in hip hop, it's only a matter of time before the problem will be handled off wax rather than just remaining on wax. Max and Jim Jones will be no different.
Like it's serious, man. Somebody gonna really get hurt doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it might be me, it might not be. You know, it's gonna be somebody. Somebody's gonna hurt. Somebody might lose their life, maybe. You know, who knows? Window was there. He tried to grab me. He came in the window. I punched him in the face. Guy was trying to grab him in the car. So he ran up. Oh. Ran back to his car. You see me rubbing up with one more wine.
Nigga said my boy
come through here, that's the treatment.
Nigga said my boy couldn't come to Harlem.
If hell come through here, that's the treatment. Hell no. If them other niggas come through here, I'm not even saying their name. Cause I don't want to get them wavy. I want that food. Joel's, his food. He's scared of me anyway. He a little, when I catch that, might break his jaw, a little scrawny, 120 pounds. I might smack the teeth out that mouth. Had a little situation the other day, you know what I'm saying? Joel and the guys, I was in there buying some stuff, you know, we just ran up in there and whatever. You know, they felt there was a problem. I let them know it wasn't no problem.
Max wasted no time running to the mixtape scene to drag Jim Jones' name all over the underground world.
Here's my paper, bitch, you owe me.
Not only his, but Chrissy, Capo's woman as well.
Chrissy think I'm cute, she wants to me.
This is when Max delivered not only some of his best disses, but classic mixtapes. Touched It in Miami.
Yeah, even Chrissy love Max. She touched it in Miami. She touched it in Miami. She touched it in Miami. Told me an opium, she love it in her fanny.
Tattoos on her ass with some of the most brutal takes on Jim Jones you can reference. Public Domain, $1 Million Baby, and a list of other mixtapes will become classics not only in New York, but across the country during a period where mixtapes began its transition into peer-to-peer online sharing, away from the usual corner store purchases.
Niggas screaming wavy and all that because of the veil. This man better pay homage to the big nigga. This me, man.
While Max would fight this charge, at the same time, he would flood the streets with a collection of these mixtapes that would showcase an epic collab between him and producer Dame Grease. Add French Montana, who would jump on tracks with Max, becoming part of a wave that would stamp Max B's position in the New York mixtape scene.
2008, Biggaveli.
Look, wavy. I look, wavy. She loves me not. Hold on. All right, that's my new shit right here. Let me show you my new. Check it right. Look. My new shit. She loves me not. She loves me not. She loves me not.
Along with French Montana, the two created Coke Boys, while Max began to build his own crew called Gang Green.
Sweat, I'm not Dipset, nigga, I'm Green Gang, rollie in the mean chain. He's for Beanie Siegel. He like Mike and Ike, you know what I'm saying? I bought him snacks, I got him right, I'm waiting on beans, got him some Grand Crew, this all Siegel shit, I got him right, I'm gonna get him right. You know he big boy, he like the snack. He like 9, 10 songs deep, man. You know what I'm saying? Gonna have Beanie Siegel gonna be on the tape, Styles P, you know what I'm saying?
He would overwhelm the mixtape industry with his own style while taking advantage of the tactics made popular by 50 Cent, using instrumentals to create new themes and hooks.
Hey babe, once you get in the truck, let's ship a little clique, slide up in the cut, get the Vaseline, let me f you.
While of course still dragging Jim Jones, making some of the most scathing tracks, not only on Jim, but Chrissy as well.
I got my chuck in the club.
I'm sure you did.
When was the last time that happened?
That was in 2005
He knows the year.
November at Opium in Miami.
First I caught you creeping, wasn't even sleeping, she hit the speaker and blinked out, peeped out, my nigga baseball was ready to beat him, leak him, I told my nigga chill, I do be cheating. Used to spend and give you money, we used to make love, every nigga dip in your honey, it's funny, because before you, it was the bunny, she want me, told me pull it up, no leave it.
French Montana and Max would collab on a litany of mixtapes called the Coke Boys. These tapes would uplift French Montana's career that would lead him to landing a deal with Akon. Max's time was running out, but it still didn't stop him from attracting beef outside of Jim Jones.
I'm out on that $2 million bail, so I can't smoke on camera.
Motherfuckers try to take me out the game for good. Try to do trouble with them bitches and now me came to hood.
Jim Jones and Jay-Z would definitely not be the only rappers to get shots from Max B. He would have hilarious back and forth with Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
I just don't listen to these niggas, you know what I'm saying? I prefer not to listen to this bullshit. I just prefer to listen to what I do what I do, and that's that, you know what I'm saying? Like, just certain shit I don't listen to, like Max B. You know, that might be your preference, but I'm trying to tell you, man, rap is for a select few, man. Everybody not supposed to be rapping, man. These niggas need to cut it out, man. Do something else with yourself.
I got all these haters. Oh yeah, don't you got sickle cell? Prodigy, Mob Slick. I resurrect your weak ass lifestyle.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Weezy can't f with me. Drake can't f with me. Drake can't f with me. The whole Dipset I smashed single-handedly. None of them can f with me. That's it. My shit's up there with Pac and them. Like,
Lil Wayne would catch a few strays after a picture of him kissing Baby would make its rounds on the internet blogs.
Shut up, bitch, swallow. If you can't swallow, shut up, bitch, goggle. Throw it a wallow. If you can't swallow, shut up, bitch, goggle.
Max would also be a part of a mixtape battle between K Slade. This would give him problems with Papoose, the mixtape king who had to make room for Max, who was killing the scene at the time. This situation almost went left when Papoose showed up to a This Is 50 taping.
What happened when you tried to be like Papoose and K Slade? That's what happened. Come on, man.
Uh-oh. Who's that?
We got Papoose in the house.
Papoose is in the building?
Pat is in the building.
Come right in, man.
What's up, baby? Uncle Murray said, I ain't dead. And Pat said, I shot you.
Yeah, I forgot about you.
Yeah, no, be easy. We on the radio. We on the radio.
That is what it is, bro.
Nah, we on the radio. Hold on.
That's what it is.
Nah, dog. Listen. Not here. Let's go to a song and we're gonna kick it outside. We're all gonna talk.
It is what it is. I forgot that was your man, though.
This period would probably be the peak of the Silver Surfer's career, but would not stop the consequences Max would face, being found guilty on a RICO charge and being sentenced to 75 years in prison. Like any other elite performer, Max's absence did not dissolve his musical presence in the industry. The first one to test this out was Kanye, who was going to name his album Waves. The internet was set on fire, as Wiz Khalifa was among a few who refused to let Kanye get away with implying he was unfamiliar with the wavy movement. Not only did Wiz Khalifa check Kanye on this, but he also used this as an opportunity to share with the world Max B's impact on his career. Kanye would then abandon the album title of Waves and place Max on an intermission called The Silver Surfer.
Listen, Max, your name been in the news the past couple of weeks because Kanye West is naming his album Waves. Do you have an issue with that at all?
Nah, not really. It's love. It's all love. I appreciate. I'm flattered, B, that dude is even, acknowledging the situation. It's all gravy. Like, everybody know I'm an innovator. Everybody know I got imagination. So, I come up with these words and these slogans and these catchphrases, and it's all good when the people, follow suit. It's all good. I like Kanye. I appreciate it.
Another artist to show love to Max would be the one who would jack one of Max's flows early on in his career, Drake.
Got that bitch in the big photo, got that shit in the big 4-4. First nigga movie, gon' get gone. First nigga snooze, he's gon' sit long. 2 white cups and I got that drink. Could be purple or could be pink, depending on how you mix that shit. Money to be got, I'ma get that shit.
Who also spoke highly on Max.
Free Max B, R.
Free Max B.
Wavy Crockett would show his acceptance with a call from jail.
Drake said, I got Little Max with me, he's the wave. What did you feel about that line?
Using this as an opportunity to keep his legacy alive, the same as he did with Kanye.
Listen, shout to Poppy. Poppy was good. Listen, anytime somebody throw the love or give a nigga that gorilla promo, that's love from the heart. That's love from the heart. Shout to Champagne Poppy.
One of the most notable instances of Max's name being mentioned is when the king of subliminals, Jay-Z, would take time to show some love to Max while at the same time sending shots. On the song 3 Kings, Jay-Z would say,
Stunting to the max like Wavy.
He even repeated the line to make sure the line wasn't missed. I personally don't know whether to label this as positive or negative, but Jay-Z was once asked about Max B.
Hey, Jay, can I get a free Max B?
Influencing the game, serving 75 years in prison. But a twist of events in Max's favor would cause an unlikely culprit to raise some questions.
I never wanna go back in there. Never wanna go back. Never wanna go back. Life just isn't fair. Tell me what is right here.
Hey Jim, what's going on with you and Max B? Y'all squash that beat.
Yo. Tell your mother I said hi. Next caller.
He had these artists. You have Max B. You got Stack Bundles. Them two alone. Put them out. You could have ate. You know what I'm saying? Jim kept using them for his albums instead of putting them out. Max B may not be in jail if you put his album out. Or Stack Bundles might have got out of Far Rock if we had an album out. Jim never put these people album out.
AKA Lil Charlie. Oh, we here, man. These my boys. Before we walk the plank, we going up in there in style, man. Let's go, man. Head high, man. Let's do what we do.
Not surprisingly, after Biggaveli began serving his prison sentence, Jim Jones would at times attempt to recreate the magic, making tracks with sing-song, Max-style hooks, and some even claim he adapted his signature dress style.
Can't tell me about no hustler. I'm stunting on these bras. Super Bowl ring costs a little something.
Max, an orthodox style, would be unmatched. I say unmatched because many have tried to emulate his unique method of not knowing how to sing, but knowing how to sing. His addictive form of artistry was even imitated as satire by internet comedian Ice JJ Fish.
That just makes my head wanna twirl. Oh, you got me want to tell all them other girls.
In jail, Max would receive his first major accolade, a gold plaque album from the song Once in a While, from French Montana's album Excuse My French.
No, that's your first gold record.
That's loopy. That's loopy, nigga.
That's big. That shit about to be platinum.
That's fucking huge. That's going on the wall, nigga. That's going on my wall. That's my first accolade, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh, man. Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Max B would endure all of this while serving his 75-year sentence, occasionally popping out for interviews from jail, seeming to be in good spirits.
I know who it is. It's Max Biggaveli.
He would even have access to studio time and would release songs from behind prison doors. These songs would not hit as hard, understandably being that prison shuns creativity. As the years went by, something interesting happened. He managed to get his years reduced. He went from 75 years to 20 years to Max B is coming home soon.
I've been hearing, oh, he's getting out, this is happening.
Yeah, he got his thing cut down. He gave the elbow back, and now he's looking like he's gonna come home this year or next year, the latest.
This would open the floodgates for people to question how the head of a RICO charge would get his sentence reduced dramatically. He would state recently that this was due to connecting with the right lawyers.
So explain to everyone how you go from 75 to 12.
But I went back on post-conviction. My sentence was vacated for 35 years, so I got back on. My first appeal was denied. Then when I went back on post-conviction, I filed ineffective assistance against my lawyer. And before the case came back before the judge made an actual decision or decided to turn the whole case over, I pleaded out. I couldn't go through. I couldn't go through waiting for another decision on the court, you know what I'm saying, or another letdown. So I took 20. So that with my time, man, and once I get full minimum, I'll be down to about 12 and a half years, which will have me in I'll be in.
We close, man. How you feel about them snitches out there, man?
Die slow. That shit, they die 1,000 deaths. They die anyway, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, shout out to the snitches. They get a shout out too. Rat bastards. It is what it is.
I got some more exclusive today on what's the dude name? From New York, the rapper dude. Max B. His brother called me.
And said what?
He ratted on him.
Not the wave god.
Time goes by, Max get a time to from like 80 to 20 or something like that. This when it comes to me. So we running it. We see where we got the paperwork because we found an appeal where he gave him the information on the chick.
Internet gangbanging personality Wack 100 would have something different to say. Connecting with one of Max B's co-defendants, he would claim that Max's time was cut from snitching on his stepbrother, saying he has his paperwork on Max's maneuvers.
I get a call from prison. Who Sims? Who are you? I'm Max B brother. Okay, what's up, Max? What you want? He said, man, they was telling me this. What you think I need to do? I said, it's a sealed file there, bro. I said, whatever secret's in that sealed file.
The Silver Surfer has not said a lot about these allegations other than he is confirming his release date as November 9th, 2025.
I know more about me. So I'm telling y'all, November 9th, 2025, Sunday morning, French birthday, Max Biggaveli is walking out of Northern State Prison a free man. LLL, folks.
As far as Jim Jones, his opinion over the years has not changed much.
Do you think that at some point you and Max can get in that space?
Nah, we're not even gonna talk about that. I'm gonna spare you on that because I like you, but let's not go there. You don't even have to mention the name again. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Respect that.
Getting back to French and Max, will you work with Max B when he gets out?
Max B.
French Montana and Jim Jones would go on to squash their beef.
It was a dope feeling. The bigger thing was that we were able to squash whatever beefs we had and to know that we were bigger than what we had going on, things bigger than what we had going on. Not to mention, there wasn't no real physical harm nobody got. Right.
At least someone would think.
Tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to this movie, you're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing. You gotta eat it, just sitting in the crowd.
But when it comes to his problems with Max, everything seems to be the same.
You said you were trying to end the beef between Jim Jones and Max B.
Yeah.
Is that squashed?
I put it in the air. It's up to Jim and Max. You know what I'm saying? The other day when I speak to Max, Max tell me he got more shit to worry about. When I speak to Jim, you know what I'm saying, Jim is on his own time. So, I mean, they both grown men.
He has acknowledged his missteps with Biggaveli.
In the beginning, it was like that because I was taught from, you only know what you taught, you dig? So naturally moving forward in this game is to be sold, not told. I was blinding people with the money, but
revealing that he returned his publishing rights.
That was in the very beginning. And after that experience, I never ever took advantage of nobody else in my life when it came to doing business with music. Even with that, I relinquished the ownership of his publishing, you heard? Because I could have still owned his publishing right now if I wanted to and shit like that, but in my heart, I knew that's not the right, that's weak, that's weak.
He also took a snapshot with Max B's son.
Something that just happened this past week, I saw your son had taken a picture with Jim Jones. What's your thoughts on that?
Listen, man, my son, he don't know no better, but it's all good. Look, he don't know what's going on. Me and Jim was going through our little thing. My little nigga wasn't even born yet. So,
Is that expressed to Max too, or y'all on better terms, or is there?
Nah, that's a chapter in my life that been gone. I don't even think about that no more. You dig? Like, it's nothing to me to talk about when a person is locked up.
Max seemed to leave the door open on the idea.
To see French Montana and Jim Jones like squash it, is that something that you co-signed?
nah, it was all love. I'm like, at this point, shit, business is business. Me and both personal affairs shouldn't be able to stop your business. I'm like, that shit was like 9 years ago. We was running around young. We was entertaining. That's what we did.
Right.
Listen, Jim said a bunch of hard shit about me. So we all say hard shit about each other, okay? That nigga, it's all good. Listen, man, it's love, man. I want to start over. I'm a new man. I'm a married man.
His first test will be getting past these allegations, similar to Big Meech, who was accused of snitching from 50 Cent.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
Big Meech's legacy was for certain disturbed by 50 Cent's allegations, which is the same test Max has to pass, as well as a current rap scene that has transformed many times since his incarceration.
I'm going right to work like I never left. We're gonna have about 10 of them cameras, and we just gonna do the world. We just gonna do the world.
Whether he can carry on what he started, his wavy movement will never be forgotten, and he will be known as one of the biggest artists with potential who entered the game with a wave of talent, a wave that may never reach the heights of his potential. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this documentary, I'm sure you'll enjoy my other documentary. Please check out my other documentary on Drake. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxie Approved, right? With that water. I'll see you here next time on Moxie Approved. Add me on X, IG, and TikTok.